So you don't know what you're doing either?
I have no idea.
Guess what? Same here, man.
Let's test that theory.
You gotta do what it takes to survive.
All right, hello and welcome everyone. My name is Michael Jobity and I'll be hosting this live stream today, as well as the award ceremony on the 25th to 26th of November. Welcome to the 4th edition of the MiraBan UK Film Awards, powered by the MiraBan Company and founded by our festival director, Jay Manari. The MiraBan UK Film Awards, or MUFA, is a British, London-based, IMDb qualifying film festival focused on diversity in Auteur movies. As a member of Film Hub London and BFI Fan, MUFA provides a spotlight for underrepresented, emerging, and experienced independent filmmakers through weekly live stream Q&A sessions, as well as with its in-person career expo and networking opportunities, and an exciting festival event taking place on the 25th to 26th of November at the Bromley Picture House Cinema. If you haven't done so yet, check out our festival tickets and VIP pass for the event, and subscribe on our upcoming streaming platform, which has just launched actually, called Stream Auteur, to watch all the officially selected candidates of this edition and vote for your favorite, which will win the Best Film Audience Award. When going to mirabanukfilmawards.co.uk, you can select Art House Cinema on the top banner and then click subscribe. Let's get the ball rolling with our guest today. Please welcome Farid Ismail from Luxembourg, a finalist for the Best Diversity Short, Best Directing, Best Lead Actor with their film, Between the Words. We also have our esteemed drama juror, Stephen Keat-Mills, with us today. Between the Words is another breathtaking diversity-driven story where a character named Frédéric, a young law student afflicted with a stutter, must pass an oral exam for his last online assignment. His stutter threatens to get in his way, and so he attempts everything to get rid of it. Let's take a look.
Bienvenue dans mon tout premier vlog.
Le bégaiement est un handicap oral provoqué par la désynchronisation de la pensée et de la parole.
Allô? Ça coupe, monsieur, je ne vous entends pas.
Bien, il semble que vous soyez prête pour l'examen oral de la semaine prochaine.
Répète après moi. Frédéric, c'est ton prénom quand même. Tu n'as qu'à respirer et le dire.
Le bec qui bug.
Oh
Je termine ce que j'ai même pas encore commencé.
Awesome. So Farid, it is a pleasure to have you on the live stream today. Very quickly, for the audience listening, you have so many accomplishments and achievements. You graduated from the Nouvelle Sorbonne with a master's in cinema, and in the last 15 years, you have directed more than 10 independent shorts. Between the Words is your first self-produced film and most personal. And your style is also characterized by a comedic and dramatic register. Congratulations on all your successes and welcome to the live stream. How are you doing today?
Thank you, MiraBan. I'm very happy that you invite me for this live streaming. Yes, this is crazy. I'm very happy how the film is going on, and I'm very happy to be selected with so many selection in the best diversity short, best directing, and best actor. So for me, it's a real pleasure.
Oh, of course, the pleasure is ours, but so happy to see you today. First of all, the title, Between the Words, is actually such a deep and insightful title. Initially, when I heard Between the Words and I watched the film, I was like, oh, I love how it kind of goes together with the theme and the impact that you were trying to create. So my first question would be, what compelled you to tell this story, and why do you think this story should be told on a global scale?
Well, the story came actually from a personal story, which is mine. I wrote this a few years ago because I am a stutterer myself, and I don't see a lot of films talking about stuttering. So when I was younger, I stuttered a lot. It was so difficult. And then with time, I get better and better. And then I say, okay, let's make a film about this, because I want something to tell, to share with the world, to understand how is to feel stuttering during a short period of time. And I want people to feel, to know how it is. And so I try to do this with Between the Words. Voila. So yeah, it's a personal film. It was very hard, but when it's done, I'm very happy that to share to the world. And also, it's a film about self-confidence. It's not about just stuttering, but also for the people who are very shy, or people who don't have self-confidence with themselves. So I think it talks to a lot of people, not just for the stuttering.
Definitely. I feel like the film is very authentic, and you can tell that it's, derived from your own personal experience. And to your point, I definitely think a lot of people, whether they're going through stuttering specifically or other, types of adversity, they can relate to the main character and look at how they've kind of overcome the different challenges that are presented in the film. But I'd like to kind of open the floor to maybe starting with Steve, if you have any questions for Farid.
Well, excuse me. Hey, Farid, great film. I really enjoyed it, and congratulations on this accomplishment. I mean, it's obviously a labor of love, and filled with your wisdom. It really registers. I mean, it teaches us that there's a different intelligence to communication, that words aren't necessary always, and they can actually, in cases, be our enemy. As with the case with Frederick, or also the young deaf woman who has no access to words, but they find a way to communicate, and that is the most inspiring part. I love the way you go back and forth between sort of a realism and a magical realism, of having the character fight the letters themselves. I mean, that's such a beautifully dramatic choice. Tell me about that. How did you come to that?
Yeah, thank you for this compliment. Actually, I wanted something different, not just a film, dramatic, only very depressive or heavy movie. I didn't want that, because I want to have an external point of view, and also I want to mix comedy and dramatic, but also a bit of fantastic, because in his head of Frederick, he got his own vision of the world. Maybe he thinks that all the world is against him, but it's not true. It's him that is very sensitive, and so he developed this to his mind. But in fact, it's not so. It's not problematic. Someone who have difficult to talk is not the end of the world, but for him it is. Yeah. So I want to personificate the stuttering by making a big letter that is not him, but something big that it's, just make an obstacle. Right? We say that?
An obstacle, yeah.
Yeah, an obstacle that he can't move this big letter that, So I don't want to the character. It's the stuttering. It's not the character. It's something that comes from nowhere. I don't know that it's stuttering and it's here. So I want to separate this, the stuttering and the man, and that's why his fight against it. And so he gives something fantastic, because I think it's good, when you see a film and you imagine something fantastic, it's something came from the imagination of the character, and I think it's original, because if I treat this in a social theme, I want to escape. When I see a movie, I want to escape, to be in his mind and see how it is to feel a stutter. So I try to bring this fantasy, but also comedy, because we have to mock about it, because I care this stuttering for years. It's like a part of my. It's like a part of my identity, and so if I deny this, it's not me. So I try to live with. It's like an old. It's like an old enemy, not like an old friend become enemy and become friend. So you live with this and you start to have fun with him. You have to have fun with the stuttering. So I think it's good to have fun a little bit, but it's heavy. Yeah.
No, that's a great idea that you had, and you succeeded fantastically.
Thank you.
Your actor is so good, Jonathan Barthelme. It's just super. Did you have trouble finding an actor who could do what you wanted?
Well, I just have a question.
Yes.
Think he's a stuttering actor or not?
I thought actually it was one of my questions, because I don't think he is, but that's probably just because you're asking. But I think he was so good that it could be.
He convinced me.
Well, okay. I will not give the answer, because if I give the best actor, I don't know, but we worked 2 months before the shoot to be perfect. 2 months, and the production says no, it's too long. Let's make 3 weeks for a short film. We don't need too much time. And I say no. I insist. I need 2 months, because all the film is on him. So if he's not good, the film is ruined. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be perfect. So we work together on documentary. We work on how to do it. Okay, and it takes 2 months, but very good. And now the people believe. So that's what I wanted. But yeah, it takes a lot of time to be very good for the role. So,
well, you picked a very dramatic and arresting stutter. I mean, there are many ways people can stutter, but this is really shocking. It's so big, so daring, and I think it's necessary to put us in his head to make us believe the difficulty he's having.
Definitely, yeah.
Actually, we work with a casting Lux, which is a casting society who search for comedian and actors, and we have like 100 actors, and I wanted to find a real one, but we didn't find, because it's too complicated, because I want a good actor and not a good stutter. That's different, and yes, we I picked him, why? Because he was the only one in all the actors that show 3 different levels of stuttering. There is the first one is a light stuttering, like me now that I speak well, but sometimes I block. There is the second 2 level stuttering of you. It's more difficult. It's more like in the movie. It's the level 2, and level 3 is very hard. He can't speak at all.
Right.
Completely. So he showed me that, and when I see that, the man knows about stuttering, because he read about it and show me the 3 degrees of stuttering. And that's why I choose him also, because it's something very serious and implicated to the role. So
I'm going to have to step in because we're running out of time. So I'm going to ask my question. Otherwise, we will have the other 2 live streams in a row a bit squashed. So my question is about freedom of speech, because it's really there, dear in the story and in the way you put it. And it's also a very contemporary topic to talk about. So my question relates to your relationship with freedom of speech and representation. As you said, you don't see yourself much represented out there, but how do you, what's your relationship basically with freedom of speech? How do you think it, relates to you, and how much you think this film helps to move it forward?
Yeah, for me, when I was in the 90s, when I was young, there is a lot of free speech. And for me, this is very important, because the free speech is the only way to express your opinion, to be yourself, to be how you are. And this is very, very important, because it's the only thing that we have to express. So if we don't have the free speech, we are condemned, to think with the other thing, to think with the media. We don't have, we can't exist. So for me, the free speech is very important. And most in the cinema, because it's the cinema, it's a place to express, to be free. So that's why I choose this theme for the movie, and I want to express with originality, with fantasy, with comedy, with drama, because it's free. So I wanted to mix, but with doses, not try to be everything perfect, to be homogeneic. So that's why it's very important to me, this theme, the free speech. Or it's censored now. We can't, don't say this, don't talk that. No, you have to talk, to express yourself. So imagine a people who is stuttering and can't express himself. Okay? Mm-hmm. That's why he struggled to express himself. So this is both fight. It's a fight about stuttering and fight about free speech.
I think it also, your film, I think, answers perfectly the necessity to see diversity, but without preaching. I see nowadays we watch a lot of films, big series. I won't make names, but you can tell for yourself watching and Googling that they preach you how to be respectful. You don't need a preacher. You don't need a religion to tell how to be kind. We can be kind out of empathy, out of being human beings. So I think your film has something unique in this sense. You teach people without preaching. You let them know about you without imposing yourself as if you were somehow better than them. That's what I think makes your film so powerful in its message. So congratulations.
Thank you very much. And I think you can talk about diversity, but you have to justify each thing you do. The production commercial make diversity like that without thinking, without soul. Just for the quota. Okay, we put this, we put this, we put that. But it's not just this. You have to put real intention and soul and love and sharing. And this is come from your heart. That's why we need indie films, and that's part of the free speech also.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Farid. We are coming towards the end of our live stream today, but honestly, thank you so much for coming on today and for sharing your experience and your whole process of building this film, sharing your own personal experiences. It definitely really resonates through. And I know you've inspired so many listeners on the live stream today. And congratulations again on Between the Words. A special thanks to Stephen for joining us as well. So with that, I'd like to just mention some very quick reminders for the audience. All shortlisted candidates will be available on our streaming platform from the 25th of October until the 3rd of December. And you can vote for your favorite to win the Best Film Audience Award. How do you do that? Well, you visit the MUFA website, click on Films and Streaming, and subscribe to streamauteur.com. Remember, when you go on MiraBan UK Film Awards.co.uk, it'll be on the banner at the top. It says Art House Cinema. Click on that, and then you'll be able to see Stream Auteur. And as I mentioned earlier as well, the award ceremony will be on the 25th to 26th of November at the Bromley Picture House Cinema. With that, I'd like to just give a special thanks again for everyone on the live stream today. Thank you, Farid, Stephen, and Jay as well.
Bravo,
Thank you.
Farid.
Thank you, Steve.
Bravo.
It's
Bye.